Morning guys, hope you're all good, hope you all had a great weekend. Right, this is a very quick tip, but there's something I think we might need to expand on at a later date. Okay, this is an interesting one, and I want you to take this phrase into today and then think about this phrase as you go through the day and think about how it affects you in your acting. Okay, what it is, the phrase is that you as an actor know your lines, but your character doesn't. Okay, just let that sink in a little bit. You, as an actor, know your lines, but your character doesn't. Okay, let me just expand on that a little bit. What I'm meaning, and what I'm saying, is that whenever you go into a drama piece, a scene which is you have to play it as though your character, it's the first time they're saying those lines, it's the first time those lines are coming out of their mouths, even though you know the lines. So even though you know what your character's going to say, you have to play it as though they are saying them for the first time, because that's when the truth comes out, and that's when the believability comes out, and your audience will then buy into your story. And this goes for theatre and for TV, because in TV I know you do lots of cuts, and but there's always a master shot which is done, which always covers the whole scene. So again, you have to play that for complete truth and believability, and every time you do those lines, every take, every time, it has to be as though you've never said those lines before. Okay, now I just want to add something to this, and then I'll let it go with you. Think of yourselves in a conversation in the pub with a friend, and you're just catching up with this friend. You go and see your friend. You've not got a pre-planned conversation. You don't know exactly what you're going to say. They don't know exactly what they're going to say. Okay, so your conversation could go, "Hi, how you doing?" "Yeah, I'm great." "Actually, I'm not great. I've just lost my job." "Really? Oh no, that's awful." You know, that's actually probably the worst acting I've ever done in my life. But that is what I'm trying to say, is that you don't know what that character or what that person, morning Alison, you're right, what that character is going to say, because every time you have to do it as though it's the first time you've ever said those lines, because that's the only way you bring truth to it. I'll give you one more example and then I will go, because I've got to go catch my train because I'm late again. The one more example is that a friend of mine, a few weeks back, probably a couple months back, we walked into a pub, said, "How are you?" "Yeah, I'm good." We went to the bar to get a couple of drinks. He turned around to me and said, "I'm going to be a dad." My reaction to that was, I was gobsmacked, absolutely gobsmacked, speechless. My reaction was completely truthful, because I didn't know that was coming. I didn't know that was coming at all. It just came completely out of the blue, and it's fantastic news. But what it was the truth of the scene was that blew my mind. If you were playing that in a scene, you have to play it with a pretty much similar reaction. How would your character react to that? And so you have to react truthfully, as though that is the first time you've ever heard those lines, or the first time you've ever seen, you've ever experienced that interaction. So I'm going to leave this with you. So you know your lines, but your character doesn't. You know your lines, your character doesn't. To them, it's the first time they've ever heard them. And each time you play the scene, it needs to be the first time you've ever said those lines, and react from what your partner's giving you the first time you've ever heard them say those lines. Okay, gotta go, and catch you later. Cheers, bye.